If you were to take an introductory photography course, in most cases, one of the things that you would learn is that you want to try to create level horizons when you're taking photographs. And that's definitely the case in certain situations. Like with this photograph, the horizon isn't level and it just doesn't really work. So let's take a look at how we can level this image out with the crop tool. Well, currently I'm in the library module. And even in the library module, if I press the crop shortcut, it will actually access and open up the crop tool in the develop module. That shortcut is the R key. So I'll go ahead and press the R key. It'll take me to the develop module. Now here what I can do is I can manually click and drag this particular angle here, but that's a little bit tricky. Or what I can do is click on this tool. Once I have this tool, I click and drag across something that should be straight and then let go. It will rotate the image and create a crop that will work with this particular new angle. I can reposition that. You can see the line falls right across there. That looks pretty good. I just want to create a nice dynamic photograph. I double click to apply that. Alright, so far so good. Well, let's dig a little bit deeper. There's another image that isn't level. Here you can see I have a photograph of this statue in London. And the wall isn't quite level. This time it's something that's vertical. I want to straighten that out. Again, I press the R key to access the crop tool. Now this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to level this out by way of a shortcut. Once you've activated the crop tool, if you're on a Mac, you hold down the command key. If you're on a PC, you hold down the control key. And that will toggle your current tool to the angle tool. And here, all that you need to do is to click and drag across something that you think should be straight, whether vertical or horizontal. Let go, and it will create a crop where that is now straight. Double click inside of the crop area in order to apply that. Alright, so far so good. Let's take a look at one more image. Here we have this photograph of my good friend Martin on the swing in Baja, California when we went on a surf trip down there. And one of the things that you may notice is that currently the horizon is not level over here. And again, I started off saying a lot of times you hear people say you always have to have level horizons. So let's go ahead and straighten this one out. I'll press the R key to access the crop tool. I'll hold down my shortcut modifier key, which is the command key on a Mac, control key on a PC, and then I'll click and drag across the horizon here and let go. Double click to apply. Now the only problem in this particular case is that now that the horizon's a little bit level, the image isn't quite as interesting. In other words, if I undo the crop, Command Option R on a Mac, that's Control Alt R on a PC, and when I press that shortcut to undo the crop, this is even a little bit more disorienting. It's almost like he's swinging a little bit higher. And the whole point here is that while a lot of times you do want to have level horizons or level walls or different aspects of your images that are straight, there are times when you may want to stray from the rules. For that matter, I'll press the R key here to access the crop tool. As we saw previously in another movie, there are times when you may even want to exaggerate things even further and have a little bit of fun with this and create an even more disorienting photograph. Now with this particular image, I actually like all three different versions of the photograph. So it's not that one version is the best. Rather, it's just to get you to begin to think about evaluating how you're cropping your photographs, whether you're cropping for composition or you're leveling, so that you can keep in mind that there isn't always one answer for every image. Maybe sometimes there's multiple answers. And the trick with all of this, I think, is to keep in mind that while we're learning how to crop, in reality what we're doing is we're actually learning how to compose and frame and create more compelling photographs.